Great to see you here again. My name is Luc de Koster, founder of the Koster Academy, and in this video I will be looking into the different network scheduling methods. We have the activity on arrow and activity on node methods. First, let's have a look at the activity on arrow. The activity on arrow network methods were basically the first that were used in computer programming, and they include two methods, the arrow diagramming method, ADM, and the program evaluation and review technique. Now, the ADM and the PERT use the same networking technique. The main difference between the two methods is that in the ADM we use fixed duration, and in the PERT we use the expected duration and the standard deviation. Now, this method also uses what we call dummy activities. Dummy activities we need to, in fact, to show dependency relationships. There are a lot of rules to follow when you use the activity on arrow method, and this is one of the reasons that we have to have those dummy activities. Now, the activity is represented on the arrow, and we have a start event and an end event. We have in fact an event-driven scheduling method, and the start is in a point in time and the end is also in a point in time. The activity has a specific duration, but there is no link between the length of the arrow and the activity. This activity, we only have start and finish relationships, although there are possibilities to include other dependencies, but that's one of the disadvantages of this method. Also, the dummy activities does not always lead to the best solutions. There are some problems when we try to reduce the number of dummy activities, and it's really a problem that cannot be resolved very easily using algorithms. Now, when we look at activity on the node, we have a different way to create the diagram, and we use a node, an activity node, and the relationship between the activities is given by arrows, and those arrows connect the different activities. The method is easier to apply. There are no dummy activities, and we can have different precedence relationships here. It provides more interesting possibilities. Now we have the start node. Node, yes. For A, for example, we have the different information about it: early start, early finish, late start, late finish, and we have the link to the activity, the second activity. That arrow is just indicating the relationship. There is no link between those two. It's just showing the predecessor-successor relationship. It's easier to build, easier to draw, has advantages, also has disadvantages, and whatever method you use, basically all methods are okay. The only thing is the activity on node, the precedence diagramming method, is the main method promoted by the Project Management Institute. Here we have a look on the arrow diagram method. We see the different nodes, 0, 1, 2, up to 7. We see we have three nodes, which are three activities, which starts at the beginning, A, B, and C. And we also have the dummies to indicate that D is after A and B. We have the same with F. F is after B and C, and we have to do that with the dummy activities. At the end, we have the end node, where all the three last activities come together. Now, we will look at the same diagram on the next page, where we have exactly the same precedence relationship, and you will see that the diagram is a lot easier. So we have the precedence diagramming method. We see the same precedences. Now I put a start and an end milestone at the beginning and the end of this network, because people don't really like the hanging activities, and they tend to put there an activity in front with the duration 0. An activity with duration 0 is typically a milestone. So we could leave the start and the end milestone away, and we have three hanging activities at the front and at the end, and those two networks are the same. The calculations are a little bit easier with the precedence diagramming method than with the arrow diagramming method. So this was an overview of the two main methods to create network diagrams: activity on the on arrow and activity on node. Activity on arrow with the arrow diagramming and the PERT method, while the activity on node has only the precedence diagramming method, but there are more possibilities to link the activities using the different relationships that we defined in the previous video. So that was it for the different diagramming methods. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.